effort. Thank you very much for having this forum. Thank you for staying and listening, and thank you for such a touching and beautiful performance. Really, it surprised me and it really affected me, so thank you very much. I thought I'd just tell you a very brief bit about myself in terms of some real pivotal points in my life that may have changed the way I tackled things going forward. When I was 24, I was working as an urban planner for the city of New York. I was a project manager for low-income housing construction in East New York and Brooklyn, and I had just finished my master's in urban planning at NYU. And David Dinkins offered some of the workers, he was the mayor at the time, a buyout, and I could see the writing on the wall, so I took the buyout, and I started work as a municipal bond analyst at Moody's. And to me personally, it was soul-crushing. I was so upset that I had taken this job, and I didn't know what I was going to do for my life. And I remember I had this epiphany one day. I was walking up from the subway station at City Hall. I had just seen a movie called Belle de Jour. And in this movie, one of the daughters, 4 daughters of a farmer, one of them had decided to become a veterinarian. And I said, oh my God, that's my path, only I decided to become a doctor. And I think that it kind of, when you said you were perhaps something about you had more guts than sense, that's particularly what, good sense, yes. That's particularly what this was. So I quit my job and I had to go back and do all my pre-medical work, and it was a 7-year journey to graduate from medical school, but I didn't listen to the people at Albany where I was doing all my pre-med work who said you'll never get into medical school. You really should go and go try for a Caribbean medical school. And I said, I'm just going to do what I think is right, and I did, and I got into Georgetown, and I finished my medical residency at Georgetown. I did internal medicine, and then I was a teaching attending there, and then moved up to the Lehigh Valley for my twins who are now 15 and husband, so we could have a good quality of life because we love it here. And during that time period, I was working as a hospitalist, and our practice got bought by a large hospital network, and one of the partners said to me, come on, there's a need in nursing homes for doctors like us who know how to keep people out of the hospital, who know how to use your skill set in the nursing home. And we started a practice which only takes care of people in nursing homes, and we're there every single day. And we built this from just the 2 of us, and now we have 23 full-time employees, and we take care of patients at 30 nursing homes and assisted living facilities. And I think we've kind of reinvented the way you take care of people, these fragile people, how you talk to families, how you talk to the patients. So that's something that I'm very proud of, and that's some part of the music that I try to sing is how do we take care of the most frail in our society with dignity and autonomy, and not just this churning engine of going to the hospital and back. So it's really changed my life. I sing when I walk in the door, despite having like 5 concrete necklaces put on my head every time I walk in. But it's something I love doing, and I think the people who work for me love doing too. The second part of my story would be Bethlehem City Council. One day I walked down to a committee of the whole to listen to this awesome thing that was being put forward by Councilwoman Olga McGrone. It was the ethics ordinance, and I read it and I believed in it, and I was so excited to hear this initiative being adopted, and I walked out of there with steam coming out of my ears. I was outraged, I was angry, and I remember I was walking up the hill home, and I said, I can do this. And I didn't listen to any other negative heads in my brain. I just said I can do this, and I actually put on a writing campaign, which I was pretty sure would never work. But I gave it my all. I did an A job, and I got it out there and was ultimately appointed to council. And one of the nice things about my tenure on council, and I'm running unopposed in the November general, is I can say what I want. I can say exactly what I feel, and it's really important to be untethered sometimes up there to really represent the people. And that's my one job, and my only job is to represent the people. And that's another music that I sing is trying to be that voice and finding myself in the process. So thank you very much for this opportunity.